Today on the table, I have a Colt National Match, but this one is in 38 Special. So these are a lot more rare. They made them from 1961 to 1974, but actually, if you watched my video maybe about 3 weeks ago, I actually found a 1960, which is very rare because they only made them for production in 1960 for 2 months, November and December. So if you go back and look at that video, you will see that that is a 1960 National Match in 38 Special. But this is a 1961, which, based on research, was supposedly the first full year that they've made these. And then I'll show you the serial number here if you want to look it up. It's only a 3-digit serial number. It's very early. But they all have this MR at the end. Some of the later ones, as you get closer to the 70s, will say NMR. But that is how you can distinguish if, well, one of the ways is you can distinguish if they are a 38. And the MR stands for mid-range. It actually even says it on this side. So if you look at right here, it says mid-range right there. And it just says, Colt National Match, automatic. It says 38 Special mid-range. And then you got the horse. Now, if you remember my video from yesterday where we looked at the 1970 and 1971 Gold Cup National Match, these are basically identical to them. Obviously, this is just a national match because it's from the 60s. And it is in a 38 Special, which I guess we can do a quick safety check so you can see here that it is not loaded right there. And the magazines on these are cool. So it almost has like a 22 magazine on them, because you can use the centerpiece to pull down like you would like when you're loading a 22, which is pretty cool. And then you can see here it just says 38 Special on the bottom. I have now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to buy each one from every year, but they're so difficult to find. Especially, for some reason, 61s and 63s are really easy to find. But to find other years, it seems to be, a bit difficult for me to find those. But, I'm just going to keep looking for them. And as I find the ones that I need, then I will get them and make videos about them. I've had this one for a while. This was actually the first one that I bought before I found the 1960. But, they're super cool people. There's been some comments, not on my videos, but stating that these are unreliable. Then there's other people stating that they shoot amazing and they've never had any issues with them. I have not. I think they're very pretty. I mean, they look just like the Gold Cups. I mean, it's the exact same gun, basically, just chambered in a 38 Special versus a 45 ACP. But they all have the exact same thing. You have your adjustable rear sight. You have the National Match barrel, which I guess this is a little different wording on there. But you can see here it says Colt 38 Special NM on the barrel right there. And then they have the adjustable triggers like the 1911s do. Same hammer. Same sights. I mean, and exact same walnut grips too with them gold medallions. But they're just super cool and, pretty difficult to find. But yeah, if you have one, let me know. I know that there are more modern 38s of these. And those are still, pretty expensive, I guess you could say. But for some reason, these mid-ranges from the 60s and early 70s do draw a pretty penny for them. But they are very, very cool. But I just want to show you, this is just the 1961. And it's I'm making a late video today. So it's just a really cool gun. Let me know in the comments if you have one, or if you shoot one, or if you've had one. And thanks again.